but more like, all right, we can do this. We get the half that we want. This is the scoreline that we're looking at getting at least out of this half. Let's go for it, boys. And we are live. So starting on the CT side, CLG, that's Peter, Hayes, Tarek, Cutler, and FNS. Not really much of an introduction needed here for the Fnatic side. JW, Crims, Flusha, Pronax, and Olaf Meister, who's been playing extraordinarily well. And again, we've seen this new kind of strategy come out, the Tech 9 armor. But Peter opening things up early, finds Olaf Meister. That's the Tech 9 down. So, and actually he salvages it as well. So he's going to have that little bit of a firepower buff going into the later half of this first round. Only a few seconds off the clock and already a fatality. So now the Fnatic side going to slow things down. Looks like they are going to maybe try to make a play over here to the B bomb site. JW and Crims at the point, looking for that all-important entry frag, maybe showing a little bit at the top of their head. FNS going to be able to hear those footsteps and work his way back over towards the van side, waiting for the drop down. And Crims, nice shot onto Tarek, takes him down and out. And this is really going to be on FNS, who also falls hazed over here by the connector. Not going to be able to find anything. Peter all the way over at the A bomb site, just waiting for it. But hazed around the corner, looking for this USP shot. But JW takes him out anyway. Cutler and Peter very far detached from their teammates. And this is really going to be on Peter right now. What can he do while his teammate rotates in? Trying to pop some shots around the corner. Crims is there with only 27 health. That Tech 9 could be a big player in this first pistol round.
Well, the big player in this pistol round has been Crims. Those two entry frags, and CLG not being able to respond on that, not being able to stop him. So Crims opens up that bomb site for him, and then once they get in, it's theirs. And that's CLG not didn't even get a chance to rotate just because of how good Crims played that. Coming out of halls, 2 clean headshots, and there's really no chance for CLG to get back into it once they take that bomb site.
Right. And, you know, that rotation was a little bit slow as well. You know, Peter was caught on all the way over by jungle, and I believe you know, his teammate Cutler was all the way over in the A bomb site as well. So a little lackadaisical on the rotation there, a little bit, you know, off kilter. And Fnatic, they're going to punish you for that every single time if they can. FNS pushed up on Catwalk. He is in the window room. Does drop down and actually moves his way all the way over towards the jungle side. As we do see this round unraveling. Is going to be an armor pistol buy with the exception of Peter, who does go for the naked P250. And really, you know, we've seen a lot of SMGs coming out ever since we saw that buff to him. But right now, it's only a UMP in the hands of Olaf and Crims with the MP7. So interesting to see them go for a little bit more heavy on the rifle side as opposed to the SMG side. But you know, Fnatic, again, a team that's going to punish you with pretty much any rifles that they decide to pick up, and it is going to be what looks to be a whole lot of mid control being exercised here. Hayes, one right around the corner. That's Olaf Meister. Going to put that money in the bank from that UMP frag, and that's going to open things up. Our first fatality of the round. And where are they going to go? Fnatic, the bomb on the back of Flusha, working his way up. Pronax boosted through the window room. Olaf Meister is going to find another one as well. And they're just cleaning house right now. Right. Peter's going to be your last man standing.
And all that came from that mid control they had. They had so much mid control. They get that first pick, and they're able to go so many different places. It's hard to read when they have that level of mid control. And it was just beautifully done by them, getting those picks, finding a gap in the defense, and then exploiting it up connector to get a second kill into A. And a nice eco round. Not a lot of damage done, because that was a full buy out of CLG. They had the armor, they had the pistols, and they barely get any damage done. I think they got 1 kill there, so not at all what they'd like to see in that second round force buy.
And it's actually kind of funny because the one person that didn't buy the armor was the person that got the kill. So Peter, you know, saving and not buying that armor, only a $300 investment last round as well as this round, was able to put a little bit more money in the bank because he is the AWP player for the CLG side. So we'll see if he's going to be able to pick that up in the first gun round. He does have 3450 to his name, so it's a good possibility that we will see that he is the lone frags for the CT side. Tarek, though, going to find first blood this round. JW down and out. There's the trade as Flusha finds one. They're making their way up, and Olaf Meister going to go down. Peter with a nice headshot. FNS with one as well, and now we're down to a 2 versus 3. An AK-47 has been salvaged by Tarek over here, and Hazed with the silent USP is going to go into one. So a brilliant eco round from the CT side of CLG thus far, leaving just Pronax in a 1 versus 3. Tarek with the AK still hasn't been discovered. That bomb is going to get planted over here, and Tarek from CT spawn. He's playing from ticket booth, going to go ahead and strafe out, takes him down. So a clean, well, relatively clean eco round here from CLG. They're going to get on the board early.
Right, and they need more of that because they played that very well. They got the kill, they got the information, and they collapsed on where the Fnatic players were, and they did that as a team. So that was a great performance by them. Now Peter's got that AWP, so he's going to be able to fight against some of that mid control if he chooses to be aggressive. It doesn't look, he does have the forward spawn for it, so he could decide to drop out of this window room if he wants, but they've got to be careful. This buy might catch him a little bit off guard.
Maybe a little bit. I think that they got to assume at least that they're going to be having some rifles this round. And Peter, let's see what he's got for us here. That's Olofmeister at the top side of mid. Is he going to be able to land this shot? Still waiting for him to peek out. Flashbang coming around the corner as well as a nade. Tarek is going to draw first blood, though. There's the mid aggression that we were talking about from the CLG side, and it comes in the first gun round. They're going to get the trade in mid. It's a 2-for-1. Flusha going to get smoked off here in Palace, so his spot's going to be completely cordoned off. And now we're going to be seeing any kind of a play to come out from the Fnatic side. So now they have to respond after the early aggression from the CLG side. So brilliantly done there. And it's like you talked about in pregame, going for that mid control, executing that well. You know, Peter with the support, Tarek pushing out through connector with his teammate as well. That was Cutler, and getting those trades. So a great job from them opening things up this round. And we're going to see if they can capitalize on this. Now, Fnatic is not a team that you can count out with a one-man disadvantage. They have been in this position so many times in their careers and have been able to capitalize on it regardless, and it's going to be a pop flash up catwalk, and that's going to be on Peter. Looking for one. Oh, not going to be able to get it done. Pronax finds the frag, and now we're all evened up here. So they are going to try to make their way in towards the B bomb site, actually falling back off a catwalk now. They're rotating that bomb out, and Trim's over here in the A bomb site. He's going to go to battle with Hazed. Looking for the frag, actually misses the flash, and he's going to get walled down. So now called out of position is going to be the CLG side. FNS finds one. That's Flusha down, and they almost get it done. FNS, though, in a 1 versus 1 with 12 seconds left on the clock. Pronax is going to get that bomb planted in that A bomb site. He has 2 to his name. 77 HP versus 39. Peeks out, and Pronax gets it done. So like I said, even though they got that early 2-for-1 on the CLG side, Fnatic brings it back.
And that was great. They played that very well. They got the kills and they fell back and they had the man advantage. And then from there, it was just all Fnatic. Some great mid-round calls from them. Coming up B, getting that pick onto Peter, forcing the rotates over to that B bomb site and then shifting very quickly back. And that just stems from how much mid control, because you saw CLG gave it up. So Fnatic with only 3 players had complete mid control, and they were able to just fall back very, very quickly into middle and transition over into an A hit. So turns into a one-on-one, and now we have another force buy from CLG here. They do have 2 rifles, and they picked up some pistols and a full armor, so this is a huge round for them.
And actually, it looked like Fnatic was gearing up to maybe work their way up towards the A bomb site there at the beginning of the round, but opting to go ahead and fall back and bide their time a little while longer. They do have one up there in halls. That's Flusha. He does have the AK-47 in hand. He's pretty lethal playing out through these Palace halls. He is smoked off currently, but that is going to fade soon, and we should see an A hit from the Fnatic side. But look at this, 4 members of CLG all grouped up over here by the A bomb site. FNS, your lone ranger over here in mid. And now comes the execution out. And look at that, those smokes are actually going to hold them in the site. This is a very interesting play. FNS goes down to Olofmeister, but the trades come out. Tarek picks up the double. Olofmeister going to chime in with another one, and Flusha does find Tarek as well. So Cutler getting in the action, but Olofmeister going huge this round with 3 big frags of his own. And just neutralize those CLG players. It wasn't a bad round from CLG, but unfortunately not able to get it done. Tarek going big, though.
Right, and here's what's going to be tough for CLG is, you know, they're going to start getting some of this money bonus, but they're going to be in a very difficult decision to buy next round because they want Peter to have that off. We saw that by him saving in the first 2 ecos because he wanted to have that AWP in his hands. He's not going to be able to have that next round with the current money that he has. So do they save one more, or do they buy those Colts? Do they give up the op for now and try and get that round next time?
Well, you know, use your veteran experience knowledge on me real fast, because you know it's only the 6th round. Do you think that that is a bargain that they need to do? Should they double save here and go for the AWP? You see Tarek opening things up. Cutler as well. Olofmeister was able to go into Hazed, but it's a 2-for-1 trade again. Cutler very low at only 21 points of health, and Tarek was only able to salvage an MP7. Olofmeister again doing what Olofmeister does. Picks up the triple, but Cutler and Tarek go back in. It's down to Pronax. 1 versus 2. Tarek coming around connector side. Going to be looking for one. He's got him right in his face. Pronax trying to get it done. The crossfire, and there it is. They steal away another eco round victory on CLG. So both of their lone rounds coming on the back of an eco.
Rounds. So now that he's going to be able to afford that off, it's no problem anymore when he wants to pick it up. So
there it is.
There goes the entire idea, but a beautiful eco round out of CLG once again. A fantastic job by them.
And Tarek playing extremely well right now, 8-4 for his side, matching Olofmeister's 8-4. So the frag difference between these two sides, not that staggering, to be honest with you. So these rounds, they've come down to the 1v1s and the 1v2s, and Fnatic more often than not has been on the winning side. But look at this buy from Fnatic.
Yeah, this is interesting, and they have a lot of faith in the SMGs and the pistols, but Olaf doesn't check up. Hayes takes him out. JW and Flusha, though, are able to get some kills over towards B. 2 players down, and they have the rest of the counter terrorists trapped inside of the in the kitchen. But FNS pushes out, picks up one. Pronax is able to trade it out with the Tech 9. So down to a 2-on-2, and JW's got that AWP. He's going to come in huge, and he's got to make sure he clears that corner to the left, because that's exactly where Hayes is hiding. He barely misses the shot. Gets the second one, though. Hayes forced out of his cover. Now down to a 2-on-1 on this forced by Fnatic. It's been a fantastic B take from them. Cutler's just going to push right through the smoke. JW spots him out. He does land a dink. He's got to find two of them, and there goes Pronax. And he knows exactly where JW is, but he doesn't have any nades to use here, so JW just trying to hold an angle. Cutler pushes up. He's able to spray him down, so a good job by Cutler winning that 1-on-2, and a third round for CLG goes on the board.
Yeah, saves the day for CLG. A fascinating buy there from Fnatic. JW actually, I believe it was the pistol. It wasn't even the MAC-10 that he had that got it done, and getting that AWP pick onto Hayes on catwalk, but Cutler coming in clutch right there with a big 2v1 at the end. I mean, one of them was lit, but I think JW actually had 100 HP, getting a little bit too antsy from behind the van, trying to cover his teammate, maybe calling out that the footsteps were there, trying to set up for the trade or something.
He had the gun, so he's trying to protect him a little bit, and Cutler just lands a nice dink onto him. So the real tough part is they just lost 4 weapons. It's going to be a lot of rebuys, and it's another buy out of Fnatic, once again with 2 Tech 9s and 3 rifles. Yeah, and Hayes, he's forced with only the FAMASA in hand, so you know, the money situation not looking good on either side. Whoever loses this round is going to be forced to save one. Now they're just going to barrel out into the A bomb site completely naked. No smokes, no flashes, no nothing. JW draws first blood. AK-47 headshot through the box. Flusha chimes in with a second one. That's going to be Hayes down and out. And now look at this, CLG into a save. So and that happened that's a good 20 seconds into the round. Right, and that's what we talk about Fnatic, being able to pick up the pace like that, just walking to a point, and instead of doing anything clever or tactical, they just blow up outside, and they're able to get those kills very, very swiftly, and forces CLG to find a defensive position early on, and a great explosion by Fnatic there. So that's the pressure that they're able to put on. And that's another situation. I mean, you looked at how the money was at the beginning of the round, and both teams starved for cash, and hopefully, at least in this situation, you know, three players can drop 2 guns, but 2 can't really drop 3. And there you go. FNS does find JW in the long run. So that's another gun that they have to rebuy on the terrorist side coming into the next round. So a very, I don't want to say costly. I just don't see the desire to frag chase in that situation. You're up. You got the 4v3. That's 4 guns that you're going to be able to hold on to. That's money in the bank. You know, one less thing that you have to buy this next round, and now they're going to go ahead and spend another bit of money, $150 for JW going into this round. So I don't necessarily agree with that, Moses. It's not a huge issue either way. They were just trying to, they knew they were saving. They wanted to get some of the guns out for this coming round, and maybe have him work with only 2 rifles instead of 3. And now Hayes with this Deagle, he's going to be the one that's going to be aggressive instead of the AWP or one of the rifles. And he gets tapped easily by Olafmeister, who's working his way up cat. He's keeping the aggression up. They're going to boost into window as well. And Cutler's there, but JW finds him very, very swiftly. Fnatic now with 2 picks. They could choose to slow things down, but JW's still battling, and 2 return from CLG, but Crim's coming through the smoke, finds one. He finds a second one on FNS as well, coming up the stairs. So down to a 3-on-1 here. Terek's all alone, finally rotating over from the B bomb site. But that bomb is all the way back in terrorist spawn, so if he can get in here and make some damage happen, he might actually be able to pull off a miraculous 1v3. He does have 100 HP. Olafmeister down to 26. 72 for Crims, who's actually pushed down in towards the CT spawn. That bomb yet to get planted. It is on the back of Pronax, who is going to plant it at the default bomb plant spot. Peeking out now, though. Pronax going to go to battle. Tarek not able to connect with that spray. Smokes himself off, maybe try to get himself out of dodge and hang on to that rifle, and somehow avoids the bullets. 2 HP. That's insane. If he's able to get away with this one, you can count his lucky stars on that. I can't believe they didn't spray him down through the smoke. Yeah, and I think a lot of it comes down, they saved those 3 rifles, CLG did it, and that was great. They had an AWP and they had 2 Colts to use, and you know, the question comes in, why is Hayes the one trying to initiate contact in middle with that Deagle? They have the AWP on Peter, and he hasn't found an impact in this match yet. We haven't really seen him come into play too much. He's sitting at 4-8, but he hasn't been involved in the action. Fnatic's takes on some of these bomb sites have just happened so quickly that it's really been able to isolate the effect that CLG's rotations can have. You know, their two of their round wins were on eco rounds. When they were only saving on pistols, and they managed those very well, getting some kills and then collapsing on the spot. But on gun rounds, they can't seem to get it done. Yeah, and their one gun round victory came on a 2v1 clutch from Cutler, which was even, you know, too close for comfort in that area as well. So, you know, and here it is once again, switching up the pace. Fnatic going extremely quick towards the A bomb site, and Flusha getting the early picks, making them pay. Tarek with the lone rifle on the CT side, and he's going to be able to find one. Hayes behind the smoke here on A ramp. He's got one right around the corner. Crims finds him.
Takes him down, and that's going to make it a 2 versus 4. Tarek is still the lone rifler. They haven't been able to salvage any kind of a rifle for FNS, who is over here by Tetris, trying to pop some shots with that CZ75, but the bomb is going to work its way all the way back over towards that B bomb site. And there is one lurking here in mid. That's going to be JW, who's got the AWP. Spins around, can't find Tarek.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to fall, but he does have the information of where he's at. He's getting actually surrounded right now, and he seems to know it. He jumps out of the way. Going to use a Molotov, but he's already turning the corner. He doesn't have anything to do. He actually burns himself alive. Tarek does the damage, but the Molotov finishes it. And FNS, last one up. Flush is going to take him out. So 4 kill for Flusha that round. Yeah. And once again, it's these early rounds. Fnatic is so good, and Flusha with that spray down immediately gives him a 5-on-3. Right.
That's so unfortunate. That really is.
It happens.
Well, it was just the whole timing of the situation. He had that one tick of fire. You know how it's like every second it ticks, and Tarek coming around the corner with the silent USP, spamming him just enough.
Gets the assist.
Gets the assist, yeah. The assist on the suicide. So a little bit of a hilarious play there. Something you don't actually see all that often, but nevertheless, we are back into a full gun round, and here it is. Peter going to battle. Olafmeister down and out, and that's the entry frag that we need to see out of Peter. Putting that AWP to work and making it happen. Tarek is going to have the FAMAS here. He's going to be up in the ladder room by the vent. He's got 2 over in mid. And again, you talk about Fnatic with their mid control. And again, Flusha and JW going to be taking up that cup, and JW with that AWP in hand again. So
yeah, this isn't too much. Pronax actually going to get a nice shot onto Hayes. So he drops down. That was from Palace, and Pronax is still being aggressive up here. Cutler's right beneath him under the balcony.
Yeah, they rotated the bomb over to A ramp as well. So might be a bit of a delayed execution here. They dropped the bomb. That's Flusha. Still looking for it, and Krim's distracting over at B. Ooh, that nade! Yeah,
they're letting Krims work. They want him to take a pick. And now look at the rotations. One's coming into B, one's forced back into CT spawn. That left Cutler all alone, who gets dropped by Flusha. So even though they actually have the A bomb site now, both players are rotating out. The bomb is still back at T ramp.
And look at the spread on the terrorist side as well. Flusha's already in the A bomb site, but you've got JW all the way over here on Catwalk. Both CTs grouped up. Now, this is what I like to see about CLG, is getting together, sticking together, and they find the opening pick, and that's exactly what they need to have happen in this situation. Flusha, with only 15 seconds, has to commit to this A bomb site, and this is going to be Peter. Should be an easy shot for him. Wow, actually,
he jumps
misses it.
He's just trying to get the bomb planted here. Oh, no, he actually fakes it. He's going to try and get one pick, but FNS is able to see him through the edge of the smoke, and that's going to be a 4th round for CLG. Trying to make something happen here, and that was a very, very weak buy for CLG, so a great win from them. Peter was a glass cannon. He's able to get some armor here. And they're going to drop some weaponry.
Yeah, FAMAS from Peter as well, so spending all of that money that he got from the last couple of rounds, and 4-7. Fnatic, though, 7 rounds on their terrorist side, and we've talked about, you know, this is considered to be more of a CT-sided map. Fnatic already at 7 on their terrorist side, and that's going to be, you know, is that going to be enough for them? And here we go. The opening trade's going to come out. JW and Olafmeister going to work. Tarek was able to trade one before he falls. Now that's the FAMAS. Hayes finds one, gets traded instantly. Krims goes right back into him. And that AWP from Peter from the ticket booth, still looking for some kills, but Flusha's right there. FNS looking for it, but through the smoke, Flusha's going to be able to take him down. And just like that, that's going to force, I believe, a save now from the CLG side. Their money is going to be very starved.
Yeah, that was aggression initiated by CLG, but Fnatic is just so good at trading in these situations. They actually had 3 up in halls. They were able to take the 2 for 1, or the 1 for, they lost 1 in CLG. They killed 2 of CLG, so they're able to just take that and just bully their way into the B bomb site from there. And they kept Peter feeling so uncomfortable behind that ticket booth. You know, you can sometimes strafe in and out and get those picks, but all the nades flying in, the spam, just made him very, very uncomfortable in terms of how he wanted to play that situation. So a nice job by Fnatic. And now they're going to group up over here towards this B bomb site. 1 player in mid. Pronax is going to get another entry on a B. Olaf chimes in on FNS, and it's just Tarek all alone on this B site. He's going to play at the truck.
Olafmeister did find a second one as well.
He's still wreaking havoc in middle.
Look at this. They are going to finally drop out. He finds one, but that's all he's going to be able to get. That leaves Cutler in a 1 versus 4 coming around from the kitchen side. Let's see if he can find any kind of kills and retort. Krims with the AWP. Missing the shot. Cutler does find Pronax. Still looking for some more. At least trying to do some economical damage, but Krim's going to be able to decapitate him with a well-placed AWP shot to the forehead. And that is going to be a 9th round now for Fnatic. And this is a pretty sizable margin of a lead going into the second half as we come into the 14th round now.
Yeah, 9-4. This is fantastic for Fnatic, and now CLG knows they've just given up too many rounds. They have to buy here. They have to do what they can. They need to put some rounds on the board. They need these last two going into the second half. So we're going to have the 3 Famas, and more importantly, there's no kits on any of those players. So bomb plants are going to be critical here. If Fnatic's able to take a site and get the bomb planted, the retakes have to be very, very swift.
Right, and we actually see Peter going for the incendiary grenade, which is $600 on the CT side, as opposed to picking up a second flash and a kit. So a little bit costly there, but he does find the headshot with the Desert Eagle. It's going to get traded immediately afterwards, and that's Pronax who goes down on the terrorist side of Fnatic. And now they're going to make this push-up catwalk. The bomb is dropped in the B halls, and FNS, he's got a lot to do in this B bomb site. Krim's coming around the corner. They don't spot each other just yet. Olafmeister's in window room. JW finds Hazed, and now it's FNS trying to hang on for dear life, and Krims is there waiting. 10-4 now as we come into the final round of the first half.
Yeah, and that's just what we talked about. CLG lose the opening battle again. Tarek gets picked off, and that forces the players over at the A bomb site in mid to kind of try and find some information to try and peek, but Fnatic on the other side of the map is playing it very passively and waiting for those pushes. So a good call by Fnatic to just play it like that and wait for the aggression from the remaining CLG members, and they're able to pick it up. And now there's 4 pistols and a scout on the side of CLG, and we'll have to see if this can change something. Peter does land a tag. He's got Olafmeister down to 12 HP. He's not going to be able to peek too much. Nades are raining in, and he actually wants to stay aggressive. He does have a teammate, FNS, over in the connector to bail him out.
They missed that smoke, too, in window, so he's going to get free reign of these mid picks. Pronax down there in underpass. He's trying to get the jumping scout working for himself. He's waiting for that boost to come out as well. That's going to be Flusha over here at A ramp. He's going to hear Hayes dropping down and around, and Hayes with a ridiculous 1-deke takes him down. FNS and Peter go down, though, to Pronax in middle. Nice wall bang down on FNS, and nice headshot onto Peter, and that's going to leave it on the 3 versus 3. Olafmeister is still bleeding internally at 12 HP. And see if they can get it done here on the CLG side. This is a must-win round for them if they want to keep themselves alive in this matchup.
Yeah, this is such a good read from Fnatic, though. Tarek's the only player here. Finally, a teammate comes to rotate over, but he's going to be stuck in kitchen. They're going to have to try and clear Tarek out, but he does grab one. Cutler chimes in as well. Olafmeister all alone with 12 HP and a 1-on-2. He's playing behind the bench, just waiting for any kind of a peek, just holding the angles, and Tarek's not giving it to him, waiting for his teammate to come over, but he does eventually find that kill. Hayes, it's his turn to go up in this 1-on-1. He's got a huge health advantage. Not sure if he knows that, but he is going to peek out. He might have spotted Olafmeister.
Judging by the way that he's playing around here from kitchen, it doesn't look like he actually knows that he's there. And Olafmeister takes the round with 3 big kills to close it out. 3 versus 1.
With 12 HP. He was tagged at the beginning of the round, and he's able to win that. A fantastic performance by Olaf. He's been playing so incredibly well for Fnatic recently.
Oh, yeah. The last couple tournament showings that he's had, he has just been an absolute monster. And that's one of the things, the guy has just been playing absolutely lights out, and that's one of the reasons why Fnatic, I mean, not to take anything away from the rest of their team because they're all absolutely amazing, but Olafmeister is just a cut above the rest in the last couple of events that they've been to. And again, strutting his stuff, getting the 3 versus 1 clutch win with only 12 HP. And again, looking at the scoreboard at the top of it, Sir Olafmeister. The guy's nuts.
Yeah, 16-8. He's having a fantastic matchup, and now you're going to see him on the CT side. And interesting enough, when we speak of Olafmeister, he didn't buy anything this round. That's definitely something that Fnatic more than likely organized. JW is going to drop into the underpass. He's going to be in the cubby. And he has Krims right above him.
There. Oh, and he goes for the peek out, though. And Cutler going to be able to find that. So the opening pick is going to go the way of the terrorist side of CLG, and this is a very crucial round for them. If they get this round, they should be able to pick up a little bit of momentum and move forward, but Pronax is going to try to make short work of that. He's able to find one with the USP. That's Hayes going down. And now we see the 4 versus 4. Peter chimes in, though. Finds a nice pick onto Flusha. That's going to make the man advantage again towards the terrorist side of CLG. Can they get it done here? The bomb rotating all the way back around to the terrorist spawn in the A bomb site. Olafmeister, though, again, you talked about it, and he's pushed up here into Palace, so he's going to be able to hear these footsteps. Now he's going to be able to call to his teammates, hey, I'm going to need some help in the A bomb site because that's where they're going to be. They're jumping around. They have no idea that he's here. Let's stay in his eyes. What's he got for us? Peeking around the corner, finds one. The bomb does go down. And now he's going to be able to spot out Cutler. Cutler, though, getting flanked from Pronax in the jungle area, does get taken out. And Tarek finds Krim, so it's all on Olafmeister in a 1 versus 3. Familiar territory for him from the last half. And look at this, CLG turtled up. They're not going to give an inch in this situation. And this is the right play from CLG, doing it
Well, they don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have. They've won this round. The great positioning from them here, and they did a very fantastic job. Once they got a man advantage, they found some gaps in the defense. They worked their way into some aggressive positioning, and they were able to have solid frags on some rotates from Fnatic there. So they come out on top. They play that post plant great, obviously in a 3-on-1, but not giving anything up. That's what's important, because we saw Wolfmeister. These guys on Fnatic they're going to take it if you give it to them, and
oh yeah,
not giving anything with CLG there. So it is 5-11. They've still got a tall mountain to climb, and Fnatic, they buy up, they force buy. They have the armor, they have the CZs and the 5-7s.
Right, you are. So we will see that CZ buy into, you know, a little bit of a palindrome there on the CT side. CZ 5-7, CZ 5-7, CZ. So already the damage being done, though. It looks like it was a scout shot from Peter that does a reasonable amount of damage, and Tarek's going to capitalize on that. Olafmeister down and out. The quick push on Catwalk, and this is them changing up the pace again on the CLG side. They're already over in this B-bomb site 20 seconds into the round, so a quick and fast move into this B-bomb site is going to yield them pretty good positioning here, and you can see already falling back to hang onto their head armor is going to be Fnatic, so they're just going to sit back by Terrorist Spawn and Palace and try to hang onto their pistols and their armor for a rainy day. So CLG getting away with pretty well, a flawlessly clean round. Peter with the scout, so we'll see if he can put that to use in the next round. But it should be another eco round for the Fnatic side, pardon me, as we move forward into the third round of the second half. Right,
but they're saving their weapons. They had an ace stack there, and it just didn't work out for them. So CLG just kind of wins that one by default strategy of going towards B. So now Fnatic's going to have another chance to try and find something with this armor and pistol buy. They're going to have another call to make of where they want to go with them, and CLG's going to have another round where they have to be very, very careful, and they make sure they won 2 ecos in the first half, and they got to make sure that doesn't happen to them, because that would destroy any kind of momentum they're trying to build here in the second half.
And economy too. I mean, you look at it right now, they're looking pretty good. I mean, sitting at 2,900 plus basically for their side, 2,400 for Hazed. So as long as they're continuing to put this money in the bank, that's going to bode well for them later on in this half if they can continue to do that. So again, we are going to see that eco round come out, and it looks like it's going to be 3 players from Fnatic in the A bomb site with the support from Connector, and that's going to be Olafmeister as well actually joining them. So Pronax though, very aggressive in B. Halls finds Cutler, takes him down, so the man advantage now, and here comes the push. He's in a good position. That flashbang, though, is going to get him just enough. He's going to come right back around from Van's side. Still looking for it. Oh, maybe inadvertently hits his jump key. Pronax does find Hazed, so he's done his job in that B-bomb site. He got 2 entry picks before finally getting traded out, and Tarek, he's going to go down here to the trade from Flusha. Olafmeister down and out. That nade around the corner. Peter taking a little bit of splash damage from that as well.
Yeah, JW on the flank as well. He's in the halls. He's going to jump right down on top of Peter. Peter gets 1, but JW cleans him up, picks up the AK-47. FNS is getting crunched from both sides, and that's going to be an eco round win from Fnatic. So they respond in kind, and a fantastic win there. Yeah. Pronax with an absolute beast performance with those 2 kills initially. Gives his team time to rotate, gives them the man advantage on the rotate too, so Fnatic gets their 12th round here.
And, we saw this in the Luminosity Titan game before about, I believe it was Luminosity stole an eco round on cash away from Titan, and they were able to salvage so many guns. Both of the CTs that remained in the last round were able to pick up 2 AKs, so that's money they don't have to spend. You can see 3,100 for Wolfmeister. He barely had to invest anything into this round, only $2,400, as opposed to buying the more expensive M4A1S, which is now $3,200, in one of the most recent updates from Valve. So, it's one of those things where the less money that you have to spend, obviously it's going to treat you well later on in the half. And again, CLG going to look for that mid control. They do have the money to work with in this round. No AWP, though, and that nade around the corner does a tremendous amount of damage to FNS. He's down to 50. Flashbang and smokes around the corner. He's going to try to push up now. Flusha playing from Get Right. He's going to get 1 and 2, and still looking for some more. Gets a third, and JW with a double off frag. Cutler and Hazed, see you later, 13-6.
Yeah, but what a fantastic hold from Flusha. That triple kill from him was masterful. And, Flashbang's coming through. He smokes it off. They're trying to force their way through that smoke. They're trying to get up there very, very quickly. They're getting tagged from middle as well from the A bomb site by Fnatic, spamming through some smoke. So Flusha puts him onto an eco round, a 3-kill for him.
Yeah, and I mean, what can you say about it? Shutting it down at the B bomb site, and that's just, Flusha, he's so strong playing from Catwalk. We've seen it so many different times. That's his home on this map, is playing up there on Cat. You can see it again. He's playing over in that direction. JW with the AWP is going to be looking for 1, but Pronax 1, 2, 3. Still looking for more over here. He's going to find a 4th.
Yeah, and FNC is all alone, just trying to come up middle and flank. He does manage to take out Flusha, but Pronax chimes in, and that's the ace for him. 5 kills, all going his way. So a wonderful hold on a B hit, and this is where CLG needs to get back to that mid control that they were doing. You know, it's kind of these last couple of rounds they've been very forceful over towards B and Catwalk, but they need to gain that mid control. They need to get those picks. They're a team that likes to play off the picks, and when they're not getting them, they sometimes struggle. So if they can take control of mid from Fnatic, and they're going to have the AWP of JW to contend with now, and that's a scary prospect.
Yeah, and Peter did pick up the scoped rifle as well, so let's see where he decides to go. It looks like it's going to be down through Subway. See if he can get anything done from the underpass. They aren't going to get too terribly aggressive. JW now retreating his position over by jungle to window room. They do smoke it out. Nades to follow. Finds a little bit of damage onto FNC, down to 90 HP, but that's not going to be too big of a deal. Actually drops the one-way smoke. We've seen this used so many times. Drops it right on the sill of the window. I'm surprised that he could actually hit that smoke because he was fully smoked off at the time. And there's the damage. JW with one. Flusha chimes in. Cutler was able to find Crims before he goes down, but that's going to be basically it right now. And dropping down into underpass, JW cleaning it up. Olafmeister gets Tarek in the end. But JW with 3 big frags to close it out, and that's going to be our map point for our first map of the BO3. We will be going to cash after this one, but this is obviously Fnatic's to lose at this point. I mean, a huge showing from them, 15-6 right now, potentially the final round of the first map, and they're definitely showing what they do.
Yeah, and there's that mid-control defense. It was so well done by Fnatic. They kept throwing nades and Molotovs down into the underpass to slow that portion of the mid attack from CLG. And that allowed 3 separate players in 3 different positions. JW with the op and window, 1 in connector, and 1 on catwalk, all able to peek together and eliminate half the attack, and then they're able to focus their attention on the other half. So well done by them. Here comes this A take. Hayes is going to get blinded, but he did see one jump down at the closet. Crims is able to drop him.
And there you go, actually pushing through the smoke on a ramp. They find a pair. Make that a third. Cutler, though, he's going to get taken out, and JW with the CZ75, leaving it all up to Peter here, who was up in Palace. He does have the bomb. He's going to throw a couple of grenades out there. I believe that was actually a decoy that he dropped up into the halls as well to try to maybe distract a little bit towards that area, but he's got Pronax and JW both in this A bomb site to contend with. This is where it looks like he wants to go. Pronax right around the corner playing extremely aggressive, and Peter has no idea. Coming right around, and Pronax finds it. 16-6 is going to be your first map score.